Okay, so this video is about how to stop hearing voices. I suffer from hearing voices, and I've heard voices for 16 years now. Watch my previous videos, and you'll see more information about what I'm about to say. I discovered that voices are, in fact, coming from outside of me. It's something that I knew all along. You know, people say, no, it's coming from inside. It's not true. And one day I was at the swimming pool and I thought, if voices are coming from outside of me, maybe if I go under the water will block the voices. And I went under the water and the voices went away. So then I said, okay, if this is true, I can develop a method for blocking voices. And I'm going to show you how I did it. I'm going to put my microphone. I'm going to show you how I did it. And I'm going to get straight to the point. This is a hat that I made. Put it on like this, and I literally wear this all day long, and I sleep with it. It's very comfortable, and it blocks the majority of the voices. And you notice it's made of round circles. What they are coins. These are pesos because I live in a country that has peso as a currency. There's two layers. I use duct tape. I also bought aluminum tape. I'm going to show, I built this because you need to wrap it around like so. Literally got to do this. I'm going to do this and I'm going to secure this because you'll still pick up some voices if you don't do that. I'm going to show you my old hat. This is the first one that I made. If you look through my videos, you'll see that's the one, my old videos. And then I made this. Actually, I have another one. This is a baseball hat that I made. And I put this plastic on the side to kind of stop a little bit more. But this was a little bit difficult. I wasn't 100% happy with this. So then I came up with this. It's plastic from a raincoat, wrapped around my head, started putting the coins on it, testing the foam. And the reason why is because I discovered that it vibrates. Metal, let me see. This is something I use when I'm lying down. I just put it right here or over here, and it blocks the voices. It's made up of bubble wrap, aluminum foil. This is a tin pan, and the aluminum tape. It doesn't have the raincoat plastic, but it's a little shield. Whenever I feel something, a weird pain in my body, I cover it up with this, and it often stops it. So I noticed one day that my hand was vibrating when I touched the metal. And the reason why is because there's some sort of an energy beam that's hitting my body and it causes metal to vibrate. So then I realized, well, something like this is foam. Foam doesn't vibrate. Maybe that'll block the voices, but I didn't have any foam. What I had was a mouse pad, and I tested it. I would lie down on my bed, put the mouse pad next to my head, voices stopped. So I said, okay, maybe the foam is going to work. I bought some foam. This is it. Cost me 12 cents. I'm going to tell you that right now I do not believe that this is going to work. I think it's going to be ineffective. I made a blanket, which is very big. This is a blanket made of different materials that I tested that block voices. So if you have a problem, take this very seriously. It really works. Get something like what's called a skull cap or a swimmer's cap. Buy duct tape. Start taping coins. I don't know why it looks lopsided. Start taping coins to the key areas. Put more coins over here to block dreams. And if you get tired, you want to put coins over here. For headaches, you got to block over here. To hear music, you block over here with coins. For voices, you got to block over here, but you also got to come a little bit lower. And you're going to see that this really works. It blocks voices. They're coming from out there. One day I was being hit by an energy beam, and I noticed that if I raised my hand, it would start up again, but if I covered it, it would stop. And I was like, how is that happening? And I started going like this, and I found a spot, and I was like, when I put my hand here, it blocks this energy, and when I move my hand, it starts up again. The beam was coming from that direction, but it's just nothing out in outer space. So that's when I started testing. I started with plastic bottles. These work. Air gaps, round surfaces, metal surfaces, dense materials block voices. So this is the current design that I have. Like I said, I wear this all day long except when I take a shower and except when I go outside. And I sleep with it. I'm working on something to cover around the side because you will get hit around the side. I'm going to make it so that I have a top piece. I'm going to show you. This is the top piece that I'm working on. It's going to kind of go like, I don't know how it fits. Sorry that, I'm not sure exactly. But it's going to go like this. And then this part is going to wrap around. So basically I can remove this whenever I want. I ran out of tape. It's the reason why I didn't finish it today. So, and then you can see that I put aluminum foil and the plastic, and I'm going to put the other materials. I will tell you for certainty, I made one of these that does not have the tin pan. This is way more effective than the one that doesn't have the tin pan. The tin pan makes a big difference. Coins cost money. These are 2 cents per coin. I save all of my coins. I got a stack of them right here. These are the coins that I'm going to be using to cover up this side. This I'm probably going to remove, and I am going to put it on the outside of this cap. But like I said, I have not convinced myself that this works. However, this definitely does. Don't believe people who tell you that it comes from your subconscious or it comes from inside you. It does not. It is coming from outside you. It is being broadcast as some form of an energy beam. There's multiple energy beams. There's one that's really thin, and there's something that's really wide. So when you walk around, you're always inside this energy beam. I have shown my friends that I'm getting hit by this beam because when they put their hands on my body, they felt the vibration. When I put my hands over here, I can test different locations, and I might feel a vibration somewhere, like right over here. Right now, I don't feel it. Or it's very mild. It's very mild, but sometimes it's very strong. And when it's very strong is when you hear the voices. When it gets to be very mild, I really don't hear anything. So this really works. I know you don't have friends that hear voices because people who hear voices usually are alone. This works. Test it, and you're going to find out it literally works immediately. If I take this off, and let's say I'm doing my work, and all of a sudden I start hearing a voice, put it on, voices go away. That's how fast it works. You will know immediately. And I know you're going to say, well, it's a little bit complicated to build this, so I'm going to tell you the easy way to take you 5 seconds. First of all, you could take plastic, or you could do the mouse pad. Everybody's got a mouse pad. Lie down on your bed, put it on the side of your head while you're hearing voices, and see if they go away. Now, I know what it's like. You hear them when you lie down at night and you're going to sleep is when they're very active. The reason why is because it's an energy beam. When you're in bed, you don't move. You literally lie down in the same place every night for years. That device is tracked on the place where you go to sleep every night. It's harder for them to track you when you're walking around. When you're sitting still is when they turn it up. The other thing that I discovered is I would be sitting here and hear voices, and I said, you know what? I'm going to try something. I moved my desk and just went like that. Voices go away. Not for a long time, maybe for 5 or 10 minutes. But I only had to move my desk like once every 5 or 10 minutes to different positions, and it made a difference. It would make some of the voices go away. Okay, so about 16 years ago, I had an experience where I believe I was abducted by extraterrestrials. And I woke up the next day, I had this bump behind my ear, and I started hearing voices. And it's not an electronic device. It's not like a circuit. It's a piece of metal that vibrates. And what the energy beam does, it's a certain frequency and it causes it to vibrate, and it's right on your ear canal. So your ear canal vibrates, which means you hear voices. Just like sound coming in makes your ear canal vibrate and you hear voices. That's how the device works. not an electronic device. The other thing that I notice is when I breathe in or breathe out, the voices are active. When I breathe in, I hear it. When I breathe out, I hear it. You're expending energy when you're doing that. So there is an element to energy involved. If I stop breathing, in the times that I'm in the resting phase of breathing, the voices are quiet. So I notice that it has something to do with the breathing. That's where they get the energy from. If you've taken the drugs, you know what the drugs do. They make all your energy go away, and you feel horrible. You feel like an energyless person. That's what it is. That's what they're doing. Okay, so I know that there's going to be a lot of people that don't believe me. Okay, the point I was going to make is the easy way to do it: get some aluminum foil. Not sure where my aluminum foil is. It's got to be right here somewhere. Bubble wrap works. This is the first thing that I discovered. Somewhere around here I have aluminum foil. Here it is. Right here. Just go get some aluminum foil. Put it over your head. Cut it. And sit and wait. The voices go away. You'll know I'm telling the truth. This blocks brain waves. They track you. If it doesn't work, put on the aluminum foil and then walk somewhere else. Because like I said, it blocks your brain waves from emanating out. There's a video on YouTube that someone literally tests it with a brainwave detection device. It's a device that detects your brainwaves for like controlling the computer or something like that. And he showed that the aluminum foil blocks it. You know, try the mouse pad, try aluminum foil. You're going to see that it works. After you see that it works, make one of these. And this really does work. I didn't go through all the trouble of making this because I'm a crazy person. This literally makes voices go away. The way that they work is that they're tuning into you. And if for some reason you're not responding, they keep changing their tuning. If you hear them say, hello, hello, do you hear me, do you hear me? Ignore them, do not respond. That's when they're trying to tune into you. And what this will do is it's going to change the frequency that they have to tune in to get you. And it might work for a couple days, and then you'll notice you start hearing the voices again. And then what I do is I add another layer of coins. And as this has been happening, the voices are getting weaker and weaker and weaker. I feel the energy beam. It used to be a very fine point that hit me right in a specific spot, and it's becoming more spread out and weaker and weaker. So even if it doesn't make the voices go away permanently, it weakens them, and they're less annoying. I literally am not, it used to be 24 hours of torment. Now they bother me like 5 minutes a day. Usually in the morning when I'm lying down, because when you're lying down, you know, your face is exposed. But I'm going to fix that. I'm going to buy goggles. Plastic goggles will make a difference. And I have like this piece to cover my face, but it wasn't that effective. It will block dreams. Dreams are broadcast to you at night. If you put a lot of coins right here on your forehead, I believe it has to be right here. And because one night I tested, I was starting to have a dream, and I started rapidly checking different locations, and I found the spot, and it was kind of high up or directly in the middle, not low. It was kind of like right here. You put all these over here, and you won't have dreams anymore. And like I said, the power, they'll try to increase the power or change the frequency to get at you. When you don't have dreams, you sleep like a baby. I wake up having a nice night's sleep. When I have dreams, I wake up feeling tired. So this really works. Anybody can use it. Like I said, if you have any questions, please post below and I'll try to answer them.